Utilizing the UDUTU content management system, I created a lesson to introduce middle school communication students to the graphic editing software Adobe Photoshop Elements 6.0 using a Macintosh computer. Students who might benefit from this lesson are students who are not familiar with Photoshop, who need a brief introduction to what Photoshop is and how to operate it. It is primarily delivered in a text format. However, I would like to add voice narration on each page, but time did not permit this. Taking a look at my first attempt at building a UDUTU course, the first thing that someone familiar to the environment will notice is the opening sequence. Achieving the effect of the video overlay with the custom background image was not possible with the standard UDUTU templates, but by utilizing a rich text screen mode in HTML, it was possible to embed a flash video with a transparent background. Moving forward, students then have the option of moving through the lesson modules as they choose. I chose this self-directed learning scenario because I felt that students with prior knowledge should be given the option of skipping over the content that they have already mastered. In addition, I spent a good deal of time attempting to extend the capabilities of UDUTU and finding creative solutions to its limitations. I would have preferred to continue building more content in this manner, but again, time limitations dictated that I limit this work to only a proof of concept. One example of this is the embedded flash slideshow as seen on this screen using an embedded iframe. I was able to create a navigable slideshow to allow users to control what they see and pause to read the information if necessary. Although it looks like a standard UDUTU template, it was actually entirely coded using HTML frames. This was necessary to have control over the transparent background around the slideshow player. Continuing through the lessons, you can see examples of various screen formats and interactivity to provide a varied learning experience. I also included flash pop-ups to alert the learner to important points that they may want to consider. Continuing through the lesson, students will find more information regarding the tool sets in Photoshop and even have the opportunity to walk through a simple project by viewing a walkthrough video. Students finish the lesson by completing a 9-question assessment of the knowledge that they acquired through the lesson and tutorials. They are presented with questions in different formats and difficulty, and if they respond with an incorrect answer, they are returned to the screen where the required knowledge can be located. In conclusion, students who complete the assessment are presented with a printable certificate of completion that was again embedded using iframes. It also includes the current date and a place for the student to enter their name on the printable certificate, courtesy of simple JavaScript and HTML code. The interoperability with Facebook as a rudimentary LMS is a fantastic addition to the MyUDUTU toolset. I was able to add learners as needed and update content as necessary. However, some students had technical difficulties accessing the entire course. These hiccups need to be resolved before the UDUTU/Facebook can be considered a reliable content distribution tool. Of course, all technological tools are works in progress and progressing, and UDUTU is a fantastic step in the right direction. Unfortunately, Facebook is not a viable alternative for most K-12 institutions. I have not had time to explore alternate LMS systems such as Angel and Moodle.
A tool such as UDUTU Facebook or any other LMS, LCMS, or CMS combination can be a very useful tool for not only online course instructors but classroom teachers as well. They can utilize these technologies for a homework creation, completion, or grading tool. UDUTU is also beneficial for teachers who are new to working in a virtual learning environment. Its template-driven functionality removes much of the complexity for teachers who find technical endeavors a little intimidating. Once teachers have acclimated themselves to an online learning environment such as UDUTU, they can begin to explore other possibilities such as social networking, blogging, wikis, using online collaboration, and video sharing. The possibilities offered by this type of blended classroom environment, which integrates both traditional instruction and a virtual learning environment, can far exceed that which can be accomplished in a traditional classroom environment alone.